You know, every year about 900 children of Filipino soldiers are orphaned, but these children are able to continue their studies through the help of and educate and rear orphans of Hero Foundation. So to tell us more about the Hero Foundation, we have with us here on Daybreak the Director for Marketing and Resource Mobilization, Miss Michelle Chan. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, good morning, Claire. Thank you for inviting us here this morning.
You're welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So please tell us, for those people who are not aware of the Hero Foundation, can you tell us more about this?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you very much for inviting us. Like I was telling you earlier, any exposure that we get from Hero Foundation is absolutely a big deal for us. No? We've been around for 25 years, but much to everyone's, I'm sure a lot of people have not really heard so much about the foundation, maybe only for the last 3 years. That was the whole intention of the request of the original board members to keep the foundation a bit quiet as they were helping out these military orphans silently. However, I think it's about time for us now to let the public know what we do or what the soldiers have been doing for us and the reason why we're helping their children when they are killed in action or are completely incapacitated due to combat.
Right.
No, so HERO stands for Help Educate Rear Orphans, and we have been providing educational assistance to children of soldiers killed or incapacitated as a result of enemy combat. And like you mentioned earlier, close to about 900 or 1,000 orphans are left behind by fathers, by soldiers who go out there to protect our freedom. And so for the business community and the public, it's very important for us to give back as a way of our expression of thanks to the people, to the soldiers who sacrifice their lives for us.
So mainly you said help rear the children. So you give out, I read about the foundation, you give out scholarships to children. And again, going back to statistics, I know we mentioned it a few times already, but how many soldiers die in combat every year? Let's just look at last year alone.
Well, we're very happy that the numbers have been dropping substantially. At a high, maybe during the late 80s and early 90s, we would have about 1,300, 1,200 soldiers killed each year. And if each one of them will have 3 kids, that's close to 3,600. No? So like last year, we had probably less than 300. But if they all have 3 kids, that's about 600 or more. Some don't really report, all of them, or they don't really come and let us know how many children they have. We have some that are legitimate, some are illegitimate, but at the same time, we still all help those children. We provide educational assistance to 1 child per family to ensure that the education of that child that they can continue their education until they finish college.
Right. Oh, yes.
So we support them from elementary
college.
Until college.
Right.
Or if they take up vocational courses, we support them also.
Right.
That way they can continue the legacy of their father.
Right.
And become productive members of our society.
Right, right. So let's say within the 300 and you provide the scholarships. And I know that they go through an application process. Are you able to accommodate everyone, all these applications, or are there some that weren't given the scholarships?
Well, thank you for that question. We work very closely with the AFP EBSO, or the Educational Benefit System Office. They actually are the ones who help us qualify the children or the scholars who can become, or the children who can become our scholars. We provide educational assistance, mainly stipend, to support or to add on to the scholarship that they can receive from the government. The government provides at least 2 scholarship programs. So we have the Republic Act 6963, wherein the government provides free tuition and stipend for child of or dependent of soldiers killed in action. And then we have the Presidential Decree 577, wherein every state university or college must give a slot for a dependent. Now we take on the 3rd or the 4th child, so we take at least 1 child, and they help us with that. But to go back to your question, a lot of our military orphans are still unserved. No, like we have a family who's got 11 children, so we took on the 11th child.
11 children.
Yes,
oh.
yes, no, and and we have quite a number of that too.
Right.
Yes. So of course, like the government cannot support everybody.
Yes.
And that's the reason why HERO was
Foundation.
established. It was established by the late President Cory Aquino, together with her then Chief of Staff General Renato de Villa. And the original chairman or the original board were the leaders of our business community, led by Mr. Jaime Zobelda Ayala.
Okay.
And today it is now chaired by his son, Fernando Zobelda Ayala.
Okay.
And our president is Mr. Tony Aquino of Ayala Land, together like with Pinky Abeliada, Michael Tan, and we have Ernest Koo,
Yes,
and all the rest of the business community.
Okay. Oh, the business communities. Now, also I know that there's been fundraising activities, which I read on your website in the past year.
Yes.
Now, what other fundraising activities do you have lined up for this year?
Oh, wow. Our fiscal year ends actually this March, so
Okay.
it's still ongoing. I'm sure we're going to continue our, like events that we have to honor our soldiers. Primarily is that, no? We want to encourage the public to have, to look at the soldiers in a different light. Probably they have never noticed, but they're always the ones that are in the front lines, protecting us, saving us, making sure that the children can go out in the parks and play safely, and for our business to thrive, for our business to grow, and look at where we are now. No? And we thank our soldiers for that. And with all the calamities like Typhoon Yolanda, our soldiers are always there, always there. But I think, the gratitude that we express and we give back to them is not enough. And we hope that one day, very soon, each one of us, whenever we see a soldier, I hope we just give them a salute and say thank you. Salamat sa inyong service na binigay niyo sa aming bayan, sa ating bayan, sa mga kapwa Pilipino.
Right.
At we want to see that. And so we'll continue to have maybe our golf tournament, we'll continue to have our concerts, and more activities to bring awareness. Like we had a bloodletting activity. It used to be the soldiers donating blood for the soldiers, and Filipino people. But we want to encourage the public and say, hey, why not we do it for them? So we want to change the consciousness of people, and encourage not just the adults but also the young people to appreciate our soldiers. We've had activities like in your school, also in Assumption College, for grade 6 students.
I saw that on your website.
And when we brought in the soldiers, they were first like, oh, they were so afraid. But then later on, before the hour ended, they were all like, wow, ang galing nyo, kayo yung hero namin, And we want to see that. We want every Filipino citizen to say thank you very much to all the soldiers, because without you, we wouldn't be enjoying our freedom.
So the HERO Foundation is a chance for every Filipino citizen out there or not to be able to give back to our soldiers.
Yes.
And enable for them to do that, they can volunteer, or they can, I think, go to one of the events, and they can go to your website as well to see what's in line for the next couple of months. Can you just maybe let the people watching know what they can do so they can, if they want to help? Sure.
We have the easiest way, and everyone has a cell phone. Everyone have a cell phone, so we can just text to donate. If you're a Globe or TM subscriber, you can simply text HERO, HERO, and space, and then amount, and then text, so HERO, space, amount, and then send it to 899.
Okay, it's in the it's in your screens
right now.
That's correct.
Yeah, wonderful. And you can also make a donation in our BPI accounts, or if you have a BPI Access Online or Land Bank, you can just, for example, Land Bank, just you can go to our, it's a savings account, 1672-1001-23, and account name is HERO Foundation Incorporated. Or you can also visit our website at www.herofoundation.com.ph. Like on the screen right now, that's right. For Globe and TM subscribers, you can just text there, HERO space amount, and send to 2899. You can make a recurring donation by simply texting the same syntax and just add on. So hero space amount and then space on and send it to 2899.
Okay. So there are many ways to help and donate. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming here to Daybreak to tell us about the Hero Foundation and your plight, and all the best to you.
Thank you very much, Claire. And I just want to add something, no?
Sure.
Our freedom doesn't come for free. It is paid for by the lives of our soldiers, the sacrifices they've made for us. So let us all be a hero to our heroes' children, but continue to support the Hero Foundation also.
Yes.
And thank you again once for inviting me here to shed some light about the Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
That was Michelle Chan of the Hero Foundation.